Alrighty then, folks. A little bit of a late night stream tonight. I started a little bit late, unfortunately. My bad. We're going to be starting off with some it's Mardu aggro, Mardu aristocrats kind of thing. Change the deck a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm going to swap this around again just a little bit more. Need that deck layout to do this easiest. And I think I'm going to get rid of both of these Carnival Carnages. And I'm going to grab another Mortify and another Theatre of Horrors. Yep, and then there's a third in the sideboard. We got some Ethereal Absolution action in the sideboard as well, which is going to be really interesting. Oh yeah. No, I wanted 4 drill bits. Let's just get rid of that duress. That was just a placeholder. Okay, so yeah, we've got some stuff going on here. Obviously, it's a pretty aggressive deck, but I think with things like Theatre of Horrors, we've got a nice late game going on, as well as Midnight Reaper, obviously. I think that's a very good card at the moment. And yeah, we'll save an exit, and we'll run it through. We'll run it through some ranked, I think. And we'll see how it runs. I'm sure I'm missing something with the build. I'm not convinced on how it's meant to work at the moment. But I know that when it curves out nice, whoo, boy, does it feel good. That is not a good opening hand. We will mulligan that. That's a pretty reasonable opening hand, actually. Pontiff. Yeah, Pontiff's pretty good, actually. Okay, then. We're up against a mono blue aggro deck. Okay, well, let's see how their aggro does versus our aggro. I think we're going to play at the Priest of Forgotten Gods next turn, get that online. I think that's a very powerful magic card in this particular sort of matchup where their numbers of important threats are relatively low. Obviously, they do have a lot of chaff. This isn't what I wanted to see particularly. Curious Obsession just makes this deck look really good. I am not, as of yet, convinced that it's not just fine anyway, but it does make the deck look a heck of a lot better. And we're going to go with a Priest of Forgotten Gods off a Swamp. Trying to put off using Godless Shrine for as long as possible. Yep. Opponent's probably just going to play out another, like, 1/1 for 1 sort of creature, just so that my sacrifice ability off the Priest of Forgotten Gods isn't actually that impactful. Oh, I'm actually going to put the sound back on. Yes, in fact, there's a Siren Storm Tamer, which means that they could sacrifice that to prevent the trigger from even occurring. So, I think we're going to go in with the Gutter Bones here. Right, if they trade off, I'm not unhappy with that. Play out the Fiend. Oh, is this getting interesting? Now they're going to attack the Priest of Forgotten Gods. That is very interesting. Let's use that opportunity to get a board down. So next turn we've got access to both Priest and Mortify, which means that actually this Saurian Storm Tamer isn't likely to save them, but obviously if they counter the correct thing, i.e. the Mortify, then it's not going to look great for us, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Get on with it. Yeah, this is the sort of nut draw that the mono blue decks can just have, and it looks absolutely disgusting and is particularly annoying to fight through. I think what I want to do is attack with the Gutterbones of the Pontiff here. I think that seems pretty good. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Oh, but it means that they're not holding up any counter magic for the Mortify. Okay, well, we're gonna use this, them, submit, sacrifice the Footlight Fiend and the Gutterbones, submit. Footlight Fiend damage can kill this Saurian Storm Tamer. They'll sacrifice a Merfolk Trickster. We draw a Clifftop Retreat. Mortify with that mana. Get it out of the way. And then, yeah, my Priest of Forgotten Gods is tapped. That was actually pretty nice of my opponent to try and get away with that there. Oh, wow. I had not realised that I did not have an untapped Clifftop Retreat. That's super annoying. Yeah, no attacks. That was very silly of me. I should have played out the Godless Shrine. Seeing as I didn't, I think I can protect this Pontiff. Terry, yeah. There are no spells in my opponent's graveyard right now, so, you know. I'm going to play out the Gutterbone so that I can give the Pontiff indestructible if it comes to that. It won't. And, enters tapped. Well, I think we're just passing turn here. Obviously, I'm going to want to respond to spells, though. Merfolk Trickster. Really? Really? I don't fully understand what my opponent's up to here. They're just going to tap down the Priest again? Oh no, they're tapping down the Pontiff. Okay. Okay, well I'm going to sacrifice it then, because I think it's not doing a great deal this turn. Sacrifice the tap Trickster, doesn't really matter. Terramander can go away. And then that trigger resolves. And we're going to put that back in our hand as opposed to playing out the Pontiff with no protection capabilities. So... although, I will admit, I was clearly wrong to play my land then. Charting a course, seems decent. I'm a little bit nervous about essence capture on one of my creatures here, but my opponent doesn't know that I have to, and both of them have kind of got keyword crappy, which is, you know, it's something you have to consider when you've got counter spells. It's, you know, is there actually just a better creature? Is my opponent just going to slam Judith after I counter this thing? The answer is no, because I don't have a Judith. Okay, now we don't have to worry about essence capture anymore. Kind of wish we had to worry about essence capture. I will be honest with you. This is... oh, no. I kind of wish we'd just drawn an actual spell there. And I want to play out this Blood Crypt tapped. And then we're going to pass the turn. Opponent should basically be forced to be attacking with only one creature, which is good. I just don't want to sacrifice both of these to Priests of Forgotten Gods when I'm just trying to find action here. That's a pretty good hit. That's a pretty good hit. I think we need to find stuff. We could just be dead here. If my opponent has a removal spell, we could just be super dead here. Yep, obviously. Spare Gutter Bones isn't bad. Let's see if they've got the dive down. Wizard's Retort. Cool, dead. Kind of figured they had a counter spell, I just didn't know what it was. And yeah, I don't know. We didn't draw amazingly well. Pontiff's kind of medium in this matchup. I'm not sure Midnight Reaper is what we want either. Or Tajic. Be interested in an Angrath or two. Let's take out these Midnight Reapers. We'll go for the drill bits. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think that's probably what we're going to try and do. Is Theatre of Horrors good enough? I could see going for another drill bit. No, I do want another 2-drop here. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, we'll try that. It's a little bit random at the moment. I obviously haven't figured out a sideboard plan yet. And against aggro decks, it's very odd. But against this aggro deck in particular, it's also super weird. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's a not amazing, but pretty reasonable hand. With the isolated chapel, I know I'm fairly safe to just play out a Blood Crypt here. Okay, Siren Storm Tamer on turn 1. It's not super helpful. Where were you? Okay. So opponent's charting a course, which means we get to do all of the things we would want to do this turn. So I think we start by punching them in the face and drill bitting. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's a really good hand. Wizard's Retort, Tempest Djinn. There's 3 Wizard's Retorts. Jeez. Tempest Djinn? It's probably the thing in their hand that I'm actually most scared of. Clifftop Retreat is going to come in untapped because I've got a mountain. Good, good. Yep, you can use that. Just put some bodies on the battlefield here, trying to get through the Wizard's Retort. Okay, I don't think that they were meant to concede there. Like, that seems really weird. Okay, Drill Bit actually seems pretty fine against them if we can get it off. So maybe a third one of those is a good idea, and maybe no Angrath. Maybe no Angrath at all, in fact. And instead bring back... No, not the Tajic. Another Pontiff. Just more things to do early on. Yeah. Ethereal Absolution's interesting, but I think as it's a 6-mana sorcery speed thing that can be spell pierced, probably not good against this deck. Like, once it's down, obviously it's amazing, but it's getting it on the battlefield is very tricky. Hero, Fiend, Mortify. I think we keep this. I think we're not super happy about it. I think this matchup's probably just pretty bad. If they suit this Mistcloaked Herald up right now, we're in a lot of trouble. See my earlier comments, read trouble. Unless they miss a land drop here, in which case we might be on to something. Nope. Never mind. We're just super dead. Might as well punch him for one. We obviously can't block here, so... Got to mess with the scenery here. Yeah, Mono Blue was kind of my my downfall at the weekend as well, so... Doesn't surprise me to see it doing stuff online. There's a possibility that it's just what I should be playing at the moment. There's a possibility it's what everyone should just be playing, because it's so awkward to play around. They have so many counter spells of different varieties. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I should have played a land. That's what I should have done. This is wrong from my opponent. This is, yeah. Okay, fine. No attacks. Let's play the Blood Crypt untapped. And, I mean, we could... Oh, of course. I'm being stupid here. They can't counter a Plague Crafter. Oh, but, of course, it doesn't matter. I'm going to wait until their turn. And try and go Mortify into Plague Crafter and see what we can get out of it. That is the thing. This isn't actually a very good match for Plague Crafter, because Plague Crafter is such a very, very medium card against decks that just have a lot of chaff. Like, anything that's not suited up can be binned. Oh, I should have blocked. I should have blocked the Merfolk Trickster. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I should have just blocked the Merfolk Trickster and then pinged it with the damage. I forgot that that was a thing that it did. That was very dim of me. I think we're about to lose because of that. Sure. Yeah. Nope, that was my misplay. That's killed us there. Yeah, whatever. We're going backwards, folks. This is not what I intended. Like I say, I'm not super happy with that matchup in the first place. I don't know how to make it better. I don't actually know how to beat the mono blue deck. Like, what decks are even very good against it? I am not 100% certain. Oh, this is a bit of a dodgy keep, but I think it's a keep. We get a lot of our very good cards in this hand. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we hit the land, even if we didn't actually hit the 2-drop threat that we were looking for. But at least we've got the third land here. Looking like we're up against probably Sultai mid-range with a slightly awkward draw. I'm going to get this Theatre of Horrors down nice and early. Unless they negate it? Oh, are we up against the stupid Taking Turns deck? Oh, Teamer? I guess so. Let's play out the one that I've got a spare of. Sure. A hand filled with 3-drops is a little bit awkward against the deck that runs counter spells. Particularly 3-mana ones. Yeah, get on with it, for God's sake. Okay, well, again, I'm going to run out the one that I've got the spare of. I mean, Wilderness Reclamation here isn't amazing. They don't have a massive amount to do with their bonus mana. Anticipate, indeed. Yep, let's get Tajik down if we can. Okay, this is getting tedious now. The thing is, these decks have been shown to not necessarily do binning fiery cannonade. Okay, sure. I haven't got a clue what's going on now. Yeah, now they're floating mana. Oh god, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? This stupid card needs to be banned. Oh. Explosion? To just draw a bunch of cards? Right, yeah, just drawing 8. Huh. Yeah, that seems really broken. Obviously, if they wipe the board here, they actually take 5 off my creatures, so that's interesting enough. You know what? Cool. You are playing an absolutely awful deck that should not exist. And I can't be bothered. It's just not good TV, is it, folks? It's just so not interesting that there's not even any point playing against it. Let's not count that one. We'll play another real game, shall we? Against, you know, a sensible deck. I was looking forward to playing against Sultai. I was really interested in how that hand was going to do. Right then. Yeah, alright. Again, we've got this problem. But I think we're alright. Ooh, if this is a mono white aggro deck, this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, it is. Okay, this is going to be super interesting. I haven't got a clue how this one works. Yeah, so this will be really interesting. I think Judith here is going to be pretty good. Because obviously, once our creatures die, we can start machine gunning down their creatures. But I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'm being overly optimistic. I mean, this draw makes Judith look insanely good. If we could stop drawing 3 drops, that would be great. Great, great, great. I think this matchup, the Priest, actually comes out. I just think she's so not good against these decks because they don't care about sacrificing and you're giving up 3 blockers. Cool. Okay, here's the Azorius version. Okay, well that's very annoying actually. I think we just died. Yeah, I don't exactly see how we win this one. We'll be honest with you folks. I think we block Gutter Bones on the Venerated Loxodon and then shoot the Venerated Loxodon one more time. And then we block the Sky Marcher Aspirant if we can. Okay, we're not going to get to. So... block Tithe Taker, block Dauntless Bodyguard, shoot the Aspirant twice. Still taking a lot of damage. We've got Mortify in hand to kill the Sky Marcher Aspirant. I think this is probably fine. Well, we're going to shoot the Venerated Loxodon for 1, and we're going to shoot the Tithe Taker for 1. Yeah, I think we're losing this one, unfortunately. Pontiff 2 turns ago probably would have saved us. As it is, we're basically just dead there. I don't even know if we've got any sideboard options for this deck. I guess Ethereal Absolution is meant to come in here. Maybe some Lava Coils as well. Can take out the Theatre of Horrors and Tajic. And no, Midnight Reapers are worse than Tajic. No, let's have another Lava Coil there. Yeah, okay, I think that's probably okay. I'm getting the very distinct impression that my deck just isn't very good. Which is a damn shame, because I think it's really interesting. If I thought they were lands, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. That's not even particularly very good either. Yeah, that's what's wrong with the deck. It just doesn't have many good opening hands. I think we'll keep this. We'll scry that to the bottom. Well, that's unfortunate. And I think we're mostly just going to have a really bad game here. I mean, Priest is so medium. I was thinking of taking her out, but... in fact, I'm going to play the Priest to block this Dauntless Bodyguard before I bother with the Pontiffs. The Pontiffs at least can give themselves indestructible. It's Snubby. Okay, now Priest would have been pretty good, actually. Vanguard. Okay, well, mildly annoying, but what can you do? A land, please? Nope, just another Pontiff. Interesting. So clearly we're not blocking this Adanto Vanguard anyway. So let's just play out another Pontiff and start getting onto the battlefield. Yep, sure, no blocks. Take 3 this time. And there's another one. Well, we're definitely playing out this Footlight Fiend. I'm just wondering if we're also playing out the Gutterbones. I think we are. I think we are. Because Footlight Fiend can block one Adanto, shoot the other one. And that could cause them to just go to 12. And obviously it means we would only take 3 off the attack from the Adantos. Yep. Oh, okay. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but I will block it in case... I don't know. In case there's nothing going on here and I get to just eat this witness. Oh, Pride. Yeah. Cool. That feels like a massive waste of that card. Let's use Footlight Fiend to deal 4 instead of 1. Oh, from the witness, of course, of course. Let's get the priest down. I'm wondering if we can start forcing them to sacrifice these Adanto Vanguards with her. Chill. Yeah, like I say, I think I'm convinced the deck's just not very good. Let's play a couple more and see if we can get something a little bit better going. At this rate, we'll be back on Sultai Midrange within the hour. Because that's what I use to rank up. This hand could be amazing. I think we'll try it. Okay, here we go, Sultai. Yep. They didn't have their best possible turn 2 against us, so we're probably doing pretty well there. Hero. Cast down the hero seems pretty good, not gonna lie. I think we're gonna get this Theatre of Horrors online. Just start putting cards under it. You know, they all get to be played eventually. Crisis, sure. Wow. Surprising that didn't go in the bin. Why on earth would you put the Crisis in the graveyard there? Do not understand, but whatever. Opponent certainly put out a decent board state there. Yeah, I think we're going to mortify the J-Light Ranger this turn. Save us some life. We've obviously got a spare one under here. Mortify, and is that a priest under there? No, 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 no! I wanted to look at the cards! I did not... Oh, screw you, you stupid game. I wanted to see what the cards were, not activate it. Oh my god. That was just embarrassing. Right, one last game and then we're calling it quits, and I've got to start trying to rank up again because I've just blown through gold 3 and 4 going in completely the wrong direction. You know, I was gold 2 yesterday, started playing and was like, oh, okay then. Yeah, keep. This is fine. Mono blue again? Sure. Okay then, well, let's see what they can do when I'm punching them for 5. They've got the, yeah, trickster. Cool. Sure, I should probably have played the Midnight Reaper first. At least then I would have drawn a card. Let's just get aggro. Let's just see if we can get at them faster. Merfolk Trickster number 2. That'd be a little annoying. That's surprising. That's very surprising, in fact. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. I get to play that. And then play this beating a Spell Pierce currently. Obviously not beating a hard counter spell, but... yeah, sure. This Terramander's not close to being activated. Opponent needs Merfolk Tricksters. Apparently didn't find them. Cool, we got there. We were just very aggressive. That is excellent to see. No, we've seen Playcrafter doesn't do a massive amount. Just grab a couple of lava coils, I suppose. Actually, no, I think our main deck should be pretty good to beat them. I just have to go for an aggressive draw as opposed to a control-y one. More removal, more better? No, not really. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with this. This sideboard definitely needs some work, but that's not been the problem tonight. The problem has just been that the deck has failed to function. Okay, this is interesting. Think it's the gutter bones here. Footlight Fiend is going to take an age to die. And I'd rather just get an extra point of damage down. Okay, well they don't have a Curious Obsession on turn 2. That's a great start. Footlight Fiend off of that one. Quench. Okay then. Here's the Gutter Bones. Go. Well done. You countered my Footlight Fiend. Do you really feel like you won in that? I think I'm actually going to open with the Midnight Reaper here in case they have another counterspell. Midnight Reaper's not super useful in this matchup. Sure. I was going to say, are you really throwing away that Sauron Storm Tamer? Terry! Tajik or Judith? That's a really interesting choice. I think it's probably just the Tajik this turn. Again, would I expect to get countered? Essence Capture, mildly annoying. Another Terramander. Ooh, cool. Pick the flames, the card with the most flames in the art. I like that one. Ben, thank you very much for that resub, man. That is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Are we just playing Judith here and hoping that they don't have another counterspell? I feel like we probably are, actually. Like, what are the chances of them having another... Oh, they've got another Wizard's Retort. I just know they do. Merfolk Trickster? Maybe? Oh, okay. Trade off with the Merfolk Trickster, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, cool. Alright, that works. Here's a Priest of Forgotten Gods. Away you go. Still not particularly close to activating the Terramanders, fortunately. That's actually a pretty interesting hit. Alright, let's see if we can sneak this past a counter spell. Apparently we can. Wow. Oh, awful tapping. Just awful tapping. Blink of an eye. Think I'd rather sacrifice that. Okay, so they gave up the 2/2 Siren Storm Tamer to save one of the things, except they don't get to. Oh no, they countered my ability. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, sure. I like that. Like I say, awful tapping here means that I can't get either of these Gutter Bones back this turn. Next time. Next time. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Surge Mare. Oh dear. If we can't get these Gutter Bones back, that's going to be real awkward. Awkward. We're going to pass the turn here. And we're just going to wait. Obviously, I would quite like to find a way of getting these Gutter Bones on. That will do. How are you tapping, game? That is acceptable. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, we've got one now. Let's run it back. That was a very good draw from us. I think that's the problem. I think the deck needs to just get some really good draws. And it has no real way of fixing that. Which is annoying. Which is very annoying. Opponent. Hello, opponent. Could you make choices, please? I would very much appreciate that. Okay, there we go. Ooh. This is close to an excellent hand. It happens to be an awful one, though. Yeah, I think we keep that. Oh, yes, that seems good. So yeah, let's see if we can do the same as that last game. If this is in fact another mono blue opponent. Turn 1 basic island is not actually all that common in a 3-color environment. Okay. Blue black rather. We're looking a lot like an Esper deck maybe. No. Sultai. Sultai, but looking like a Demir deck to start with. This is actually really interesting because this is the sort of deck that I was considering building. I'm very much interested in what they've got going on here. You know, I think Thought Erasure is an excellent card in the format right now. Just get rid of that Search Raz counter while we can. Take my other Mortify, obvs. I guess they're just hoping to draw action before it matters. I'm going to play the Midnight Reaper, as that at least lets me redraw if all of my stuff dies. Well, not the token, obviously. Oh, they're a Sultai Wilderness deck. Interesting, interesting. Bet you they're a fog deck. No, okay, interesting too. What you got for me, opponent? You seem to be running a little low on gas there. Is this going to be the Explore Nexus? Yep. Hard Explore there. They get another pair of redraws out of this. Okay, or they found a Nexus of Fate. Okay, and they found another Chemist's Insight. Thank you. If they managed to combo off there, I was going to be really annoyed. Some drill bits seem good here. Theatre of Horrors do not. Midnight Reaper seems medium. They're obviously a creature that gets to attack, but we saw what, a cast down there? Maybe Midnight Reaper gets better post-board if they bring in some of the black sweepers that we have access to at the moment. What's better against them? Priest is pretty good because obviously she can kill them even through fogs. So we'll trim a Tajic and we'll trim a Midnight Reaper. I'm not sure which one of them is less useful. Obviously, Tajic can be part of an excellent curve, but if you don't curve out... Well, actually, I suppose Tajic is just better. Yeah, I should have kept the Tajic in. That was silly of me. That was just silly of me. Never mind. Never mind. Opponent seems to have a real hard time deciding whether they're going to be on the play or the draw. Oh, that's really awkward. This mana base is still super awkward. I think we keep... I think we're super sad. Yep. Well, at least we draw a turn 2 play. Yeah, that one doesn't... It doesn't super matter which one we open on. Actually, no, I should have opened on the chapel. That was silly of me. That was silly of me. This is mostly a white-black deck now. I've trimmed the red. But I was also relatively convinced that if I drew a second land, I was just playing a hero. Holding up for a hero till the end of the night. Okay, doing that main phase. Oh, looking for the land. Looking for the land. Not sure opponent's hand has been very kind to them this match. Which is great, because they're playing a Wilderness Reclamation deck, so, you know, get wrecked. Could have done with a land there. Could have very much done with a land there. Cast down my hero. No, interesting. We're gonna go big here. We're just gonna hope that they don't have the Wrath. Because if we can draw a land this turn, we can play Judith. Oh, come on! For heaven's sake. Yeah, of course. And of course they wouldn't do that on their end step for reasons. Like, the reason I didn't play out the Pontiff to start with was because I assumed that if they had a removal spell they would have used it so that I couldn't get the trigger. But, I don't know. Okay, can we draw a land? Oh, game didn't let them stack the triggers, unfortunately. Which is a little shame. Because obviously what you'd rather do is make another ooze. And, yeah, cool. We die to this stupid ooze because we can't draw a land. I feel like I'm playing too many lands in the deck as it is. And Tajic in over Midnight Reaper. I'm glad we kept all the Mortifiers in, because obviously Mortify does double duty against enchantments, which is lovely. Right. Yeah, I think we're going to move on to some more Sultai after this. I think I've... No, that's just not even remotely good enough. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, alright. I think I've tested another deck enough for tonight. Let's go and play a good deck instead. We'll keep this... yeah, we'll top you. We've got enough to do on 1 and 2 here that we can miss for a turn. That's perfectly fine. Right then. Trying to keep the pace up because my opponent is not only playing an incredibly slow deck, they're playing it incredibly slowly as well. Put this on the Footlight Fiend to start with. Yep. Obviously, if opponent has -X board wipes, maybe I should have just put it on the hero. Ritual of Soot was the one. Well, guess it didn't matter then. Okay, can we stop drawing the mortifiers? I know I left one on top, but I actually only kind of wanted one. Cool. And now it's just going to take us an age to die, so I think we're going to concede and get on with our lives, and let's play a better deck, shall we? This does not work. It is not good. Let's open our packs. Yay, packs. Oh, another gold. Gold wild card. And End Rays Forerunners. Interesting for Canadian Highlander. Not super interesting for Standard. Yeah. Oh, I will update the Stream Decker and the stream name after this game. I kind of just jumped into that and didn't sort it out. I will do that after this game. I think on the draw we can keep that. It's not fantastic. Oh, but in the mirror match, it's very good. I want to see how quickly that Merfolk Branchwalker just got in my hand. I guess it was because I was dragging the Jadelight Ranger. Super weird. Well, we're going to have an absolute mirror match here. Breeding Pool, Pay 2 Life, Merfolk Branchwalker. Except I hit another Watery Grave, which is pretty handy actually. Aha. Opponent may be looking for land. Obviously they could just be playing post the Explorer because that's the correct way to do it, but who knows. I'm going to play out this Wildgrowth Walker and try and get it going with the Jadelight Ranger because I want my opponent to waste their removal spells on my Wildgrowth Walker rather than on my Thief of Sanity. Cast down? No, binning it. Jadelight Ranger, binning that too. Okay, it's a massive tell if they don't play a land here. If they had land number 4, I think I would have left the Jadelight Ranger on top. No, there we go. That's kind of what I wanted to see. We've got a Chupacabra. I don't particularly need a cast down. Kind of wanted a green source to play out this Llanowar Elves this turn, though. No attacks. We've got some good blocks here, and we're very well set up for a long game. Okay, they drew Memorial to Folly this turn. That's pretty good. Okay, well, we know what we're doing this turn. Chubba Chubs, the Midnight Reaper, should have attacked. Sicken boy. Pay 2 life, we get a Llanowar Elves this turn. I think that's actually probably good. Considering I was at 24 there. I think we start just chewing down their creatures. Put them under a little bit of pressure. Trying to work out when the best time to play a Thief of Sanity is. I think it's just this turn. Yep, Chupacabras. Oh, Chupacabras are good here, actually. Yes, yes. Chupacabra. Eat the Jadelight Ranger. Attack with all the sensible cards. They might contempt something. Then I get to go Drown Catacomb, Thief of Sanity. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm going to do it anyway, despite the fact that I think there's a very high likelihood that my opponent just goes Vivian Reed, tick down, kill the stupid Thief of Sanity. Because I think I would have been very tempted last turn to play... Okay, that's got to be Vivian Reed, tick down, kill the Thief of Sanity. Because as soon as the Thief connects, like, GG. Oh, finality. Okay. Well, there's a spare find, so... can we not tap all of my green? That would be very nice. Yeah, we're going to grab the Thief and the Chubba Chups. Replay the Thief. Obviously, find is best when it's getting back to Hydroid Crisis, but, you know, what can you do? Hostage Taker? No! They're going to take it hostage and actually cast it this turn. That's not cool. Cannot let Thief of Sanity connect with anything. We're just going to pass. Kind of want to find it back, but we've got a Hydroid Crisis now, so I'd quite like to be able to find back both the Hydroid and the Thief. Exiling the Wildgrowth Walker was super weird. I mean, finality does make that a very good play. What? Oh, the steal the thing and replay it. Yeah, it's annoyingly good play. No blocks. Yep, this is annoying. Opponent has gone from being stuck on land to having it, which is tilting. Could have done with hitting a land drop there off the Hydroid Crisis, to be fair, but... No, apparently not. At least we got some good answers to the Vivian Reed. No blocks, we can take 5 here. Not too bothered by that. Opponent now has a lot of land. Yep, that's annoying. Could I draw my hostage takers, please? Please? Let's see if just playing a Thief of Sanity makes them stay back on defense. I don't think it will. I'm actually expecting another finality here. That would basically end the game. Opponent would have 2 7/7 Crasoi, and I would have nothing. Yep, they hit the Hydro Krasis first is basically what happened this game. It's that simple. Yeah, cool. Could I fight through it? Maybe. Would it be super tedious and boring? Yes. Eldest Reborn, Hostage Taker, Contempt, Trophy. Take out that Cast Down. Actually, the Eldest Reborn isn't amazing here. Take the Wild Growth Walker. Okay, Eldest Reborn's better than a Wild Growth Walker. And we'll stick... No, Cast Down's more useful. Back in the deck. You basically want all of your ways of killing Planeswalkers in the deck, because that's what this matchup is. Wow, it feels way later than it actually is. I'm having a little bit of trouble. We might not necessarily get through our full 5 games on this one. 5 matches, rather. We'll see. We'll see. Play first. Keep. We've got all of our very important cards. We've just got no blue mana to cast most of them. Okay, well, that's a land, so that's a start. I'm going to leave that there. We kind of just need to be doing something in the early turns here. No, now we need blue lands. J-Lot Ranger, yeah, with a J-Lot on top. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, going to 11 there would probably have put them under a lot of pressure for the rest of the game and might not have been the best way to go, so I can see trading off there as being a very good thing. We did, however, just play Alana Elves and miss our 4th land drop. If they go land Chupacabra, the Chupacabra eats the Alana Elves, and I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay, interesting. They didn't do it. That's... Yeah, think we're going to play this Thief for Sanity and see what they've got going on over there. Thief for Sanity isn't something that in this deck we're like super trying to protect. You know, this Vrask's Contempt or Cast Down or whatever it is coming now isn't super sad for me. But it's just another thing that your opponent has to kill. They have to get rid of that thing. And I would quite like to cast a Hydrocrisis next turn for... Obviously X is 4 as opposed to a stupid X is 3 one that only draws us 1 card. Golgari Queen, you say? Okay, so she's got to go up, but are you sacrificing a land? Really? Okay. Well, that's a tilt. Because that does mean that we could get the Hydrocrisis down. Better to get a 4/4 down, or no, it's just better to just get this Vraska off the board. If they're running a little bit flooded, then we would really quite like it if they didn't have a way of turning that into some sort of advantage. Carnage Tyrant? What year is it? Vivian Reed, shoot down my Hydrocrisis, I'm guessing. Oh no, Vivian Reed, tick up. Breeding Pool, not bad, but yeah. That's very odd. That they didn't bother attacking with the Carnage Tyrant is super weird to me. 1, 2... 6. This would make it X is 7, which isn't super useful. X is 6 is better, and this way I get to play a land post. Okay then. That's a Lanner Elves. That's been 2 bad hits off of my opponent's Vivian Reed. That's very good for us. And obviously Vivian Reed doesn't help them find instant speed removal spells for things like Hydrocrisis. Okay, I'll buy it. Obviously you have the removal spell. No? Okay, well you've got a way of rebuying it then? No? What is going on? I'm so confused. Yeah. I feel like my opponent was making plays at random there. Okay. Playcrafter's in. If my opponent's repping the Carney T still, Playcrafter's come back in. And I think we trim a Thief of Sanity? Yeah, I think Thief of Sanity is probably okay to trim here. Maybe Hostage Take. No, actually Chupacabra. It's Chupacabra. Hey, Loki. Not much. We're back on the Sultai. I tried Mardudes. It didn't go well. That is an awful hand. I feel like I never get this sort of hand in paper, but No, it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's keep that. That's a pretty good hand. Got back from Vegas. Ooh, nice. Were you doing the standard Vegas things in Vegas? Or was this like a work trip and therefore super boring? It's just tapped. Let's go, let's go. Jade light is the only light I know. Okay, landing a cast down on top. Not bad. Nice, nice. No, that's yeah. Vegas is one of those places in America that I really want to just see, because it's so outlandish. It's so completely insane that I'm like, that is so off the wall from what I know. I want to see it. I just want to see what it's like. I guess we're just gonna keep playing lands. Go to Nottingham. You can do all the same stuff as in Vegas. I don't think I believe you. At least, not with the same level of glitz and glamour. Okay, opponent's hand seems to be of a similar complexion as mine, and that is mono removal, nothing to actually do with anything. It's as close as you can get on this side of the pond. Fair comment, fair comment. Amusingly, I think if they play a Carnage Tyrant here, what our line is contempt the Jade Light Ranger, untap Assassin's Trophy the Lanner Elves, play Graft, and be super sad about the whole thing. Krasis is an excellent draw here. So excellent, in fact, that I'm just going to continue passing the turn. Yeah, it does feel like the way Las Vegas is just like, no, nighttime is just a continuation of daytime, but we get to do more stuff. I mean, I've had friends who've done it right as well, like gone out there and been like, okay, we know we're blowing this amount of money. We just know it's gone. And then I've had other friends go out there and be like, yeah, I went nowhere near the tables. And I'm like, why? That's surely the point. Yeah. Okay. We're going to contempt the Hydro Krasis. We've got another Assassin's Trophy for a Vivian Reed. Obviously, A, I'd rather that this went away and never came back. And B, I don't particularly want to give them another land in case they've got another Hydro Krasis. And they just played one. So, chance of them having a second one, relatively high. Oh, and there's another Vrasta's Contempt. Never mind. Didn't even need to worry about it. I'm going to suggest to my opponent that they should start trading off creatures here. Nice. Makes my Playcrafter better. Three mana sorcery speed Edict is fine in standard. Obviously, I'd way rather be playing the black-white one at the moment, but I'm surprised that hasn't seen more play, you know? It's like looking at the cards. Obviously, we did our top 10 on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. It's like looking at the cards that see a lot of play, kind of surprised. That's medium annoying. Fine. Not a problem. Okay, here comes the Vraska that normally doesn't do anything. Although they are looking a little bit flooded, so she might. They haven't even bothered ticking her up yet. Oh, are they going to sack the Lanner Elves? Oh, cool, then I get to play Crafter that away. This is a super weird game. Yeah, okay. Cool. If I draw a rubbishy creature here, no such luck, unfortunately, but what can you do? Both staring at each other with 5 cards in hand. Obviously, my opponent does have J-Lot Ranger in the graveyard and a Memorial to Folly on the battlefield. Oh, is this going to be another? Yep. As soon as they start drawing them. Again, I've got the Contempt here. I'd rather use the Contempt on the Crisis. Yes, and a find for my own... So, sometimes we bring in Disdainful Stroke in the matchup, so I kind of just want to do everything on my turn. And might as well get back the Playcrafter. It's at least a magic card that exists. Yep. That's what we've been holding the Assassin's Trophy for. Cool. That's a minor tilt. Oh, but they know about the Playcrafter, didn't they? Of course they do. Alright, Vivian Reed can go away. I'll give them the extra land. They've got no Hydro Crisis in the graveyard that they can get back. So, they can now obviously get back one of the creatures in their graveyard, because I just gave them a mana source. But what can you do? 2, 7. I can make the Crisis a 7. Or I can wait until next turn and have it be a 9/9. I mean, it doesn't super matter because they've got the cast down. So its size isn't very important. Drawing one extra card might be worth it, though. No, you know what? We're going to go for this. 6. Draw 3 cards. Which isn't bad. It's just not bad, you know. And then we're going to go Forest, Land, or Elves. Vivian Reed's a pretty good hit here. Oh, and obviously if my opponent just goes, here's a Lanner, here's a Carnage Tyrant next turn, go, like plays out no other threats, and they haven't, you know, they haven't seemed to be wanting to play anything out particularly. If they had a Ravenous Chupacabra there, then they would have held it, because they could play the Chupacabra and the Carnage Tyrant. So it is likely that next turn I do get to go Assassin's Trophy, Plaguecrafter, Vivian Reed? Maybe. Oh, okay. Well, that's, yeah, that's a heck of a thing. Vivian Reed's killing that thing, by the way. If you hadn't got that, Vivian's coming down and she's killing that stupid thing. Or we could have an Eldest Reborn off. How much mana have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I could actually do it. Assassin's Trophy, the Lanner Elves. Yeah, play Crafter and then play Vivian Reed, tick down, kill the Eldest Reborn. Nice. Or I could just Eldest Reborn myself, I suppose. Nah, there's no point letting them make me discard. Nice. Bye-bye. No Planeswalker return for you. I get that, not you. Assassin's Trophy. Yes, I want to take action. They could go and get their Carnage Tyrant back and play it. Oh, Hydro Crisis. Never mind. That's annoying. Huh. 4, 1, 3, 4, 5. So this is for 8 as well? Yeah, okay. I'm going to make it for 8 and hope to draw a land and play this Merfolk Branchwalker, I think is the plan. Yep, that'll do. No point paying 2 life. Let's do that and that. And we'll leave that right there. More removal spells. Seems good. This is where these games get really silly. And we have to start going, okay, they've got 29 and we've got 32. This game is normally like about Vivian Reed. The problem is, obviously, both of us keep killing each other's Vivian Reeds. That's really bad for us. That is incredibly bad for us that they found a hostage taker to take my Hydro Crisis. And was still able to make it bigger than my one was initially. Wow. And we've seen none of my creature-based removal spells. Yeah, I still really love the grind. Like, grinding out like this is still super fun to me. That one's mine, isn't it? Let's put it in my graveyard. And then just find both of them back. Oh yeah, make one for X is 6. So yeah. And then still play the Memorial to Folly. There's a Chupacabra. That's a pretty good hit. So I had 2 matches at the weekend that made me sort of go, okay, I'd forgotten how tiring Magic was in paper, and that was a Sultai Midrange Mirror and against a Jeskai Control deck, and both of them were just so long. Like the Esper Control one went to time. I won on turn 5 of turns. It was completely mental. Crow Harpoon is really good, actually. I don't think it's as good as Hostage Taker, so... Clearly they want to put this hostage taker back in their graveyard. I'm relatively happy to let them do so. Because I think my play this turn is to go Chupacabra, that, and Eldest Reborn away the Hydrocrisis. Never mind, I'm just going to Chupacabra the Hydrocrisis now. You should keep that on top. You should definitely keep that on top. Oh, they did. Thank you, Loki. Good to see you again, man. Hope you had a nice time in Vegas. Yeah. See you around. Okay, what they got? Carney T. We're not doing well here, folks. That helps, but it's not helping enough. Interesting. Interesting. I think we're gonna... Tempted to just Eldest Reborn. They've kind of got us locked here, though. Like, this does not look good. Unfortunately, this opponent does seem to actually know what the matchup is about. I mean, I disagree with the use of Carnage Tyrant anymore, but they've used it very well. It's still good enough. Like, I don't think it's wrong. Around some this week. Excellent. That's good to hear, Loki. It's nice having you around. Yeah, like, obviously you're just going to go get back your other Carnage Tyrant. I forgot that was still in there. I thought they were just going to go get their hostage taker back, and then my Hydrocrisis is going to look real silly. Okay, well, this Eldest Reborn now looks pretty reasonable, given that, you know, they're going to have this Vraska's Contempt, obviously. Chupacabra eat my Chupacabra, I guess? Or my Jadelight Ranger? I don't think it super matters. Oh, Lanaros. Alright, sure. Right, just cut me on mana a little bit. They play their Carnage Tyrant, which can hit for, which means they get to hit for 14 next turn. They can also leave up the Vraska's Contempt, so when I play the Hydrocrisis, they can obviously just kill it on my turn. But I think it should gain us enough life. We've gone through 2 finds. Oh, there's the third find, in fact. Where did my... Okay, so there's a Plague Crafter. That's a good start. Opponent's really tanking on this discarding a card thing. I think I'm going to start by just making this an 8-8 and see what happens. Okay, that's a good start, actually. Cool. No attacks, obviously. We've left ourselves in a pretty awkward position. Obviously, only making that an 8-8 meant that I was obviously not getting out of range of these two Carnage Tyrants, technically. So if they can remove all 3 of my creatures, then I will just die. Actually, if they remove 2 of them, I just die. Okay, maybe that was not a great plan. But it meant that I got to play some other creatures, develop my board a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. And obviously the Eldest Reborn is ticking to 3. I'll probably be stealing their Vivian Raid. Something seems to be up with the opponents. I'm not sure what they're considering. They seem to be in their graveyard at the moment. Oh, I guess looking for what I could be. Okay. Hostage taker. Take my big Jade Light, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. That's actually super duper tedious. We're going to go to 1 here. But I need to wipe some of these creatures out so that I can start, you know, trying to edict these Carnage Tyrants away or building a big enough board. Oh, and I died. I don't know why my opponent didn't bother doing that beforehand. Like, that makes no sense. They had me lethal with 2 removal spells, and they went and they got back a thing. Okay, I think we're done for the night. I think I'm not making great plays anymore, so it's been a bit of a rough night. I think we're just going to stick with Sultai from now on. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to change it up, because honestly, I just lose ranks. It's just completely pointless. I just lose ranks. Right then, thank you all very much for joining us tonight, folks, and I will see you all next time.